K-Dot, straight out of Compton, top dog KNT / Death Driven, getting it in 07 to 3000. That's my slogan.
What are you trying to do to, separate yourself from everybody?
To separate ourselves, well, I say as a camp, that's what we do. Me and J Rock, we separate ourselves from everybody. I say, just bringing the pure form of artistry to the music game. Everybody is said their own genres of rap, gangster rap, happy rap, commercial. We doing everything, you know what I'm saying? We ain't.
I'ma say this and I'ma mean this. Nigga, you got the torch, nigga, you better run with that.
Thing that got me on the stage, this got me to tour all around the world, support my family and all that.
There aren't many people that were born to be successful in the career they eventually choose. But for Kendrick Lamar, that's his entire life story. Born on June 17th, 1987 in Compton, California, he was literally named after the songwriter and singer Eddie Kendricks from The Temptations. So his chances of ending up in the music industry almost seem predestined. But a name is just a name, You still need to put in the work, and you still need to have something happen in your life that ignites that fire inside of you to follow that certain path. For Kendrick, that happened when he was just 8 years old. He witnessed his absolute idols, Tupac and Dr. Dre, film their music video California Love in the flesh, and it was enough to inspire him to get there too. So in this video, we're gonna talk about how and why Kendrick is so important to hip-hop. From his humble beginnings to his current kingship in the game, this gonna be a good one. So let's get to it. Unlike most rappers that were actually on the streets living that hard life before they ever got into rapping, Kendrick wasn't actually in a gang or anything. He was a straight A student who pretty much always kept to himself, but that doesn't mean he was sheltered away from the life either. His own father was a gangster disciple, so he knew about that way of life and how it worked, and he saw it all firsthand. In a way, he used everything that he had observed around him to fuel his desire to get out of there and to make a name for himself that could inspire other people too. And he got on that track when he was just 16 years old. At 16, though, he wasn't the Kendrick Lamar we know today. He was K-Dot, a kid that just knew the potential he had inside of him, and he wanted to get it out there into the world, so he did just that. K-Dot started things off with the youngest head in charge in 2003, and it was so good he immediately got recognition and was able to sign a deal with Top Dog Entertainment. With them, he released his second mixtape, Training Day, in 2005. That one really put him on the map when it comes to some of the biggest producers in the game. He got a co-sign from Lil Wayne and became the newest up-and-coming rapper that everyone needed to start to watch for. With Lil Wayne's blessing, he released C4 in 2009, and with that came new levels of success, and he wasn't expecting that at all. Once that happened, he realized he was gonna make it big, and he ditched the stage name and started going to his birth name, Kendrick Lamar. And with that, he stepped into a whole new era of success. The thing that separates Kendrick from pretty much any other up-and-coming rapper is that he was recognized by the biggest names in the game from the very start. In 2011, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Game himself physically passed down the torch to Kendrick, solidifying his status as one of the biggest legends in the game of hip-hop. They literally named him the new King of the West.
Great at what you're doing. The people out here, they represent and they showing you that. I'ma say this and I'ma mean this. Nigga, you got the torch, nigga, you better run with that.
And if that's not dope, I don't know what is. Kendrick didn't take that honor lightly at all either. He worked day and night to make sure that he did everything he could to not only get more and more successful for himself, but also for the entire hip-hop industry as well. For starters, Kendrick quite literally shaped the music that was released in his time. Parts of his music, going all the way back to Good Kid, Mad City, which was released in 2012, are still being sampled in songs today. He's given the hip-hop industry a whole new direction in terms of sound. His tunes can be found in the background and sometimes even in the foreground of many of the industry's greatest hits. Lyrics like "Don't Kill My Vibe" became a whole movement on their own. But the reason why all of this happened was the fact that Kendrick always stayed authentic. He's only ever put out songs that he believed in, songs that were true to him and his experiences. This meant that not only was he going to talk about taking rappers out and the good life that comes with success, but also being vulnerable, talking about the harder things like depression and self-doubt. He showed the world that you could be a successful rapper but still be self-aware and be in touch with your feelings. That was one of the biggest things that set him apart from the rest. His career was about putting his feelings into words and inspiring others to do that too. And let's just say, he's been extremely successful at it. Kendrick wanted all the kids in the streets to know that you could be another kid from Compton and still make it big. In 2015, he was given the California State Senate's Generational Icon Award.
An honor to be right here in front of you guys. Being from the city of Compton and knowing the parks that I played at,
And the year after that, the key to the city of Compton. Not only that, but 2 years after that, with Damn, he even managed to become the first ever hip-hop artist to win a Pulitzer Prize for music.
The citation for the Pulitzer Prize in Music for distinguished musical composition by an American that has had its first performance or recording in the United States during the year. Awarded to Damn by Kendrick Lamar.
This man was hitting milestone after milestone of success without even straying from the right path or getting into a massive, dangerous feud with anyone at all. He proved that you can stay true to yourself, your sound, and success, and respect will find you anyway. Another aspect that Kendrick just kills it at is the fact that he's not afraid to stand up for what he believes in. With To Pimp a Butterfly and the single like Alright, his voice became the voice of the Black Lives Matter movement. We Gon' Be Alright became like an unofficial official chant for the movement as a whole.
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright.
It gave people hope that even though the cards might feel like they're stacked against them right now, if everyone sticks together, there could be a light at the end of the tunnel. Alright was a major part of making a lot of people feel like things were gonna get better in those crazy times when it dropped. The crazy thing about Kendrick's work is that it's not limited by time at all. It's an evergreen sound that you can listen to at any point and you'd get it. There would always be something going around that would make his music relevant. It's taught other rappers to take risks with their sound and their voice too, showing everyone that hip-hop music can make a positive impact as well. While Kendrick does all of that, he celebrates his blackness. In a world where artists are starting to lose their individuality, just pumping out music that will end up going viral or becoming a snippet on Instagram and TikTok, Kendrick has always found a way to be the person that celebrated his heritage. He loves talking about Compton and makes sure that kids growing up there today have someone powerful they can look up to. In doing that, he's also made sure that the people that inspired him and the African-American artists that deserve recognition get it. He's paid homage to some of the most influential names like NWA, Kendrick Lamar, Virgil Abloh, even Missy Elliott, and many more, making sure that the world never forgets them. He doesn't just work to get himself to success, but other people too, creating a culture of brotherhood in that space that was before mainly filled with just feuds. You would think that someone that's been influential in hip-hop for this long would get to the point where they just too good for everybody else, but that's not Kendrick. One of the things that make him the icon that he is that despite being everything he's achieved in life, he's still focused on the kids, the people that listen to his music. He visited his old high school in 2018 after his major success era had begun and told the kids that he was just like them. And if they too believed in themselves, they could get to where he is too.
I want to tell y'all something. The reason why I'm back here in the city, the reason why I'm back here at the school, is I want y'all to know I'm the same face. When you look in that mirror, you're looking at me. I was right here with y'all. I was right here in the class with y'all, you know, frustrated, not knowing what I was going to do in life, not knowing what I was going to do with myself, surrounded by negativity when I go outside the school. I want to let y'all know, put positivity in your life. You can do anything you want to do, I swear to you.
While doing that, he also made sure that the kids know the value of staying in school as well. At one of his school appearances, he talked about how the vocabulary he learned in school still influences his music today.
Me being on this stage is just as a matter of fact, you making that 4%, you know, on your attendance, that's just as important as me being on the stage right now, you know what I'm saying? That's important to me being in front of anyone.
Not only that, but he's made it a norm to connect with the audience at his shows too. He's frequently called audience members on stage, making sure that they know they matter as well. They matter to him, whether that's just by joining him on stage or by actually performing with him. With all of those little things, he's shown the world of hip-hop that you could be a straight-A student, be vulnerable, be self-aware, while being vocal about the issues that really matter to you, and stay true to your voice and celebrate your heritage along with the fans and still go down in history as one of the greatest of all time. Yo, this concludes another dope visual presentation. We appreciate the love and support. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment below what you think Kendrick means to hip-hop. I'll be back soon with more food for the mind. But until then, love hip-hop, love life, and love yourself. Peace.